In this video, we are going to discuss the chemical properties of water. The first chemical property of water is its nature. Pure water is neutral towards litmus. Pure water will neither change red litmus blue nor it will change blue litmus red. Hence we say that pure water is neutral in nature. The second property is its stability. Water is a very stable compound. It does not decompose into its elements, which are hydrogen and oxygen, when heated at ordinary temperatures. This proves that water is a stable compound. But if water is heated to 2000 degrees Celsius, only 0.6% of it decomposes to form hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Since only 0.6% is decomposed, this also proves that water is a very stable compound. The third property of the water is its catalytic nature. Water, it acts as a catalyst in many reactions. Let's see the two different reactions in which water is acting as a catalyst. The first reaction is whenever perfectly dry hydrogen and a chlorine gas is mixed in the presence of sunlight, usually it does not react. But if few traces of water are introduced into the reaction, then the reaction starts and hydrogen chloride gas is formed by the reaction of dry hydrogen and chlorine gas. Here, it is important to remember that unless we introduce moisture, the reaction does not proceed. The reaction will not proceed. And if we add the moisture, even in few traces, the reaction proceeds and it forms hydrogen chloride gas. The second example in which water is acting as a catalyst is when white phosphorus is mixed with perfectly dry air, it does not react. However, if a small amount of moisture is introduced, then the reaction proceeds and dense white fumes of phosphorus pentoxide are formed. Here also, the important condition is moisture. If moisture is not introduced, then phosphorus pentoxide is not formed, means the reaction does not proceed. And on the addition of small amount of moisture to the reaction proceeds and phosphorus pentoxide is formed. The next chemical property of water is the action with metals. There are basically two types of metals. The first one is active metals, which are very much active. The second category is less active metals. The metals which comes under the category of very active metals are sodium, potassium and calcium. The metals which comes under the category of less active are magnesium, aluminium, zinc and iron. Another set of metals are also there which don't even react with water, and those are copper, silver, lead and mercury. The chemical property of the water, that is the action with metals, here the active metals such as sodium, potassium and calcium, they react with cold water, even with cold water, to form metal hydroxide and hydrogen gas is produced along with it. And if the water reacts with less active metals such as magnesium, aluminium, zinc, and iron. It reacts to form metal oxide and hydrogen gas is liberated along with it. The detailed action of active metals and less active metals will be discussed in the next video. That's all in this video.